G'day guys, Jaden here from Abraham's Fortune Wellness Centre, sporting a new t-shirt I got for Christmas. Love this t-shirt. And sharing a little bit about where I'm at today. We're continuing our goal setting series, guys. We've already touched a little bit on the importance of finding people that support your goals, why that's important to find people that support you in your life. But how do we find people that are going to support our goals? Where can we find that community? How do we go about finding that community? First of all, what I'd say is here at the centre, we do have resources where we're creating programs to be able to associate with us, the coaches themselves, and there's a few of us that are going to be involved in this program already, but also the community as well. And so people that are in potentially the same boat as you, even us coaches, by the way, we still struggle with goal setting, self-care, mindfulness, all these things that come with living a human life. But you will be involved with the community in that space too. So I will chuck a link in and refer to that at the end of the video as well, a little bit more. But back to the topic in question, in terms of how to find a community, a group of people that are going to support you in your goal setting process and support you, the first thing to do, I would say, is you've got to find that support in yourself, right? Truly, you don't need a community of people around you to be yourself. Okay, maybe it feels like you do at this stage in your journey, and believe you me, I've been there. Defining yourself by other people's standards and saying, I'm only good when I'm achieving and getting the pat on the back. It's not actually true though, right? And it's not healthy. It's probably a better way to put it, because yeah, if you try to do that, you're always going to be trying to meet other people's standard, whether it's mum and dad or your friends or your co-workers, your boss, whoever it is, and those things can shift all the time, So finding that within yourself, finding a sense of support and love within yourself. Now, how do we do that? I'm sure there's plenty of psychological tips and tricks, positive mindsets, and you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you 100 times over. I'm not saying any of these aren't healthy or, a good idea. If that's the way that you can find some sort of self-love and positive outlook on who it is and support yourself, then that's great. Do it. What I will say that personally for me, I always found those things to be limited, because the ways in which I defined myself to support myself was my mind, and my mind changes, like the waves on the beach. There's always something new coming in, lapping over, and something else coming in, lapping over. And so for me, it was about finding the Lord in my life and not having blind faith and saying, hey, I'm just going to believe in a higher power, that's that. It was about exploring over the course of probably about 6 years consciously, and then in ways before that I didn't really understand were part of a journey anyway. But it's taken 6-7 years now, spending time asking, okay, what makes sense to me as a being, as a person that has gone through certain experiences in their life and can look out to the world and say, okay, table is table, happy is happy, sunlight comes from the sun, all these things that make rational sense to me, applying them to philosophy and religion. What makes sense to me? And what I landed with is that love is the most important, the most powerful thing on earth. I felt that, and I've been taught that as well in scripture, and also seen that, like I said, in not just my own life then, but in other people as well, and seen that come to the surface and see the power that is unconditional love. To learn that then stems from the Lord, and to again just keep exploring those things. I'm at a point now in this season of my life where I've been blessed with the gift of faith that has allowed me to see the world more clearly, see others around me more clearly, and see myself more clearly, which has then allowed me to find support for myself and others. But in terms of what we're talking about, finding support for myself, I've found a community through this too, in different aspects, but definitely found communal ways of living in terms of connecting to others through this. But ultimately, I put that with God, because He's not going anywhere, right? He loves us unconditionally. He's always there. This is my belief system though, obviously. Not trying to push it on you guys. But what I will try to push on you guys is the group course again. I'm just kidding. But I will chuck some links in there. it's a great way to be able to connect to us coaches on a deeper level. I mean, you're going to meet us through these videos and see content, but to be able to actually ask those questions, get to know us more, and see, you know, not just the brief surface level of goal setting, but really dive in deeper and have the chance to make it a bit more personal for yourself. And plus, meet those other people that are, you know, on a similar journey. We'll chuck some links in the description. Hopefully see you guys over there. It will be starting quite soon, I believe. Let's have a look. Yes, I'm pretty sure at the end of this month. But again, I'll put details in the description. And included in that as well, I must add, will be 5 coaching calls in of themselves, which is again another chance for you guys to meet us more, you know, in a more intimate setting, ask those deeper questions about goal setting, get to know us a little bit better. But until next time, we'll see you then.